ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ
ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ timeless formless ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ the blessing of the Sangat. We are fortunate that we are getting together to sing praises and to discuss the spiritual path as per Gurbani Guru. Even in these times when people are going through different paths and facing different problems in their life, Gurbani Guru gives us a solution. Gurbani Guru tells us the purpose of our life and how to lead a life where there is no pain but only bliss. Even remaining in this body, physical body, we can have that path where there are no pains. No physical pains, no mental pains. It's the game of total peace. We need to ask a question. Why we have these problems? Why we have a stress? Why we worry? Why we have depression? Yes, there can be medical reasons. But sometimes what happens is that we get too much involved in our daily chores that we forget that we are not this physical body. Just a very simple thing conceptually, but if we remind ourselves day in, day out that we are not this physical body, we live in this body. Just like we change our clothes every day, similarly we have been given these clothes, and one day we will be leaving these clothes also behind. I always try to give this example. When you see a person coming in the car and you recognize his car, even you are not seeing that person from the far away, you see the car and you say, yes, that person, Ramanpreet, is coming because he has that car. But are we that car? No, we are driving that car. We will park that car and we will leave that car. So all this game, Maharaj says, Vaho Vaho ka Bada Tamasha. This is a game, this is a tamasha. Vaheguruji has created this game, and we need to understand the rules of the game. If we will not understand the rules of the game, we will be always suffering and we will always be in pain. And we call that in Gurbani calls that the Sakat, who is only and only connected with the physical body and only with the materialistic things, doesn't understand what the mind is, who exactly he or she is. Maharaj says in Gurbani, Tragun sabha tat hai, duja pao vikar. Everything is under the influence of three qualities, this Tragun Maya, and it will perish one day. And that what we have is the love for this duality, this corruption, the thing which is not real. Maharaj keeps on reminding us again and again, Man tu jyot swaroop hai, apna mool pachan. O mind, you are not this physical body. You are the light of Vaheguru. Recognize yourself. This whole journey of life is actually recognizing our own self. And if we are able to recognize, if we are able to separate us from this physical body, we will be successful with Vaheguruji's Kripa. Gur Prasad is very important. That's why when Guru Nanak Dev Ji started writing the Japji Sahib, he started with Ik Oankar. What are the traditional meanings of Ik Oankar? We all know one Vaheguru. But what are the exact meanings? Ik Oankar is, Ik means one. From one Vaheguru, from one God, from one Allah, from one Ram. This Dragon Maya was created. But how? Omkar. Om created this car. Om is a sound, is a voice of Vaheguru which created this whole world, this whole universe. Now, since we know, and from now even the science is talking about the Big Bang Theory. Science is also talking about how the sound created this whole universe. And hundreds of years ago, Guru Nanak Dev Ji already mentioned. He started Guru Granth Sahib Ji, he started Japji Sahib with Ik Oankar. There's a one Vaheguru, and from that one Vaheguru's voice, the whole universe has been created. That is the sound, that Om. And the car is what? A creation. The whole creation was created. Now, since we know that from one Vaheguru's voice, this whole creation has been created, if we have to go back to the one Vaheguru, should we be connected with the creation or should we be connected with that voice of Vaheguru, that Naam? That's why the next word Maharaj wrote out there was Satnam, that his name is truth. And we need to always, whenever we are reading the Gurbani, we have to introspect ourselves. Do we understand this? Are we just reading? Or are we actually doing a vichar, discussing, taking it inside and understanding to the point, so that what can we do to merge back with this one, with this Akal Purakh Nirankar Vaheguru, the timeless, formless Vaheguru? Now we know that this whole creation was created by the voice of Vaheguru, and that creation, the car, is also a Dragon Maya. Why we call it a Maya? Maya literally mean in English is illusion. What is illusion? Meaning that's something which is not real. So why to get connected so much with something which is not real? And because we get connected with this something which is not real, which is fake, which is a lie, this world, that's why we have these problems. Now, understanding is one thing. Applying it practically is another thing. And we have to keep on trying day in, day out. Just like in the materialistic world, if we want to achieve something, if we want to become something, if we want to earn money, what we do? We don't think twice. We work for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, double shift. Why? Because we want to meet our ends. But if we know that this breath which we are taking, this swas which we are taking, this pavan which is coming inside us, can be shut down in a single second, in a single minute. We don't know how much swas we have, how much dum we have. Gurbani says, "Ma aadmi ha ikdami olat mool na jana." We don't know how much swas we have, how much breath we have. If Vaheguruji wants, he can shut down this breath in a single second. What we will do then? That's why Maharaj says, Saas Saas Simro Gobind Man Antar Ki Utre Chint. that with every swas, remember him. For the lack of better words, I'm calling him. Vaheguru Ji is formless, right? But saas, saas, simro gobind, man antar ki utre chint. If you will remember Vaheguru with every breath, you will have no stress. You will have no worry. We will be at a point that even when that it is written that our last breath is there and our last breath is coming, what will happen then? If we are already sitting in the lap of Vaheguru, how does it matter? But we have to reach to that point. To reach to that point, yesterday also, in the last lecture also, we discussed about the discipline of mind, rehat of mind. In the rehat of mind, we discussed about how there are 4 different things which we need to try to follow. And what is those 4 things? No ego. In Punjabi, we call it a home also. No animosity. In animosity, different things can come, right? No hate. No jealousy. ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਈਰਖਾ ਵੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. We call it ਈਰਖਾ in Punjabi. No slandering or backbiting. We also call it a gossiping. The lok lajja. No caring of what others think about us. But if we have to keep this rehat of mind, the discipline of mind, then only we will understand that what is the real purpose. And another thing is most important is we have to, because this is the path of love. Jin prem kiyo, tin hi prab payo, Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, and we read it every day. Only this path is the path of love. If we will not love each and every individual, we will not be able to cross this ocean of fire. What is ocean of fire? All these thoughts, all these different Dragon thoughts, Dragon Maya thoughts, which we have in our mind. We have discussed in the past also, but I think it's worth discussing it again. Because we need to repeat these things and realize and remember that if we are having these things in our head, we will have a pain. And we want to get away from this painful experience of life. So what does Dragon exactly means? Tra means 3, Guna means quality, and Maya is illusion. Just like in the physical body, everything we touch, everything we see is fake. It is going to perish one day. Similarly, the thoughts which we are taking will perish one day. We discussed in the start, Dragon Sabba Tat hai, Duja Pao Vichar. Everything under the influence of 3 qualities will perish. The love of duality is corrupting us. The vikar are corruptions. And all these thoughts which we take, the thoughts of, what are the 3 qualities? The Rajogun, Tamogun, Sattogun. There are 2 paths. Maharaj says, live tat doi raah hai. There is one path of live. There is one path of love of God. Then there is another path of tat. That is a love of Maya. Think about Dragon Maya from the similar perspective. I don't have a screen to share with you guys, but I would have drawn it something for you guys. But just think about, there is a mind and there is a God. Now mind wants to merge back in the God, Ek Onkar, right? Mind wants to merge in the God. But mind, who is stopping mind from merging the God? These Tragun Maya thoughts. Rajogun thoughts. What are the Rajogun thoughts? Hopes, wishes, desires, anxieties, and worries. We all have that. Anybody who is working will have those thoughts. Anybody who is a student studying will have those thoughts. Anybody who stays at home and cook food and all, they will have those thoughts. But think about it. Why we have these thoughts? What is there inside us which is giving us? We get worried about small things. If you are a stay-at-home person, you keep on getting worried. Oh, what dinner should I make? What lunch should I make? What breakfast should I make? Oh, my grocery is finishing. I have to get the grocery. I have to get this. Yes, we need to get all these things. Yes, we have to do our daily chores. But why to get worried about it? Then we always have these desires, these wishes. I want that thing. I want this thing. Yes, if it is a daily need, just go ahead and buy it and get it. Done. But our mind is continuously in a loop, always thinking about these things. That is a Rajagun. Again, I'll repeat. Hopes, wishes, desires, anxieties. We're anxious about something. Oh, what is going to happen? Worries. We're worried about something. All this is played by the mind. And these are the thoughts which they don't let us connect back to our source. Then there are really dark thoughts, and they are also called Tamoguni thoughts. Most of the people know about them, but I will try to increase the list because high level we know it's lust, it's anger, it's greed, it's attachment, it's pride, a false pride or an ego. But the list doesn't end here. Hate, lies, deceit, jealousy, all gossiping and slandering, very important. All these comes in Tamoguni thoughts. When we are angry with somebody, slowly, because why we are angry? Because whatever our thoughts are, they are not similar to the thinking process of that person. And we argue with each other. And when we argue with each other, because maybe the topic will be small, and this happens not only among friends, but this happens with everybody, even between husband and wife, even between kids and parents. We are just angry about small things, and so slowly the differences are so big that we don't want to talk with each other. Slowly the differences are so much that we started hating that person. We can't even live with that person, and that's why we see so many divorces. Because people don't like each other because they don't like their thought process. And just think about it. If somebody is sitting in Rajogun, somebody is worried about something and all, other person is being angry on that person, will that ever resolve? We are sitting at different places. Now Maharaj says there is a way to do these things. There are some higher thoughts also in Dragon. Dragon thoughts, there is called Sattogun. We discussed about Rajogun. We discussed about Tamogun. There is some higher thoughts also which are called Sattogun. Sattogun thoughts are like compassion, contentment, humility, tolerance. Very important. Tolerance. And charity. But why tolerance is very important? Because if you know that the other person is angry, you should be doing an argument with that person, or you should be just tolerating and listening to that person. The biggest problem is that we don't listen to each other, especially in the relationship, in husband and wife. husband is speaking and wife is also speaking over it, or vice versa. But Gurbani gives us the solution to all these things, all the problems which we have in our life. But we need to understand who is giving these thoughts. And Maharaj tells us, Maharaj says, is dehi andar panch chor vasa, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह अहंकारा, अमृत लूटे मन मुख नहीं बूझे, कोई न सुने पुकारा. Maharaj says that these 5 thieves are sitting inside our body and they are continuously looting our Amrit. Amrit is the food of mind. Just like we have a food for this body, the daily stuff which we eat, Amrit is a food of our mind. And these 5 thieves continuously looting them. And Maharaj says, Anda Jagat Andavar Tara Baj Guru Ubhara. The world is blind. Because why we are blind? Because we are not seeing the real thing. And that's why we are dealing with the blind things. One person is angry, one person is in anxiety, and all this thing is happening. Maharaj says, without the Gurbani Guru, without the Shabad, we will not be able to come out of this darkness. Gurbani Guru will show us the path. And Gurbani Guru tells us the path, especially when you are in a relationship. Maharaj says, if there is some problem in your life, if there is an argument, just sit back, relax, get together and sit. Maharaj says, ho ikattar, ho mere bhai, dubida dur, karo levalai, har naame ke hovo jodi, gurmukh baisyo, safa bachai, in with pasa, talo veer, Gurmukh naam japo din rati, ant kaal na lage peer. Maharaj says, if there are problems in your family, you have some doubts, you have some decisions which you are not able to take, and you are getting into an argument, get together, sit, and start chanting, Vah Guru, Vah Guru. What will happen when you do this? Maharaj says that Duvida, the arguments which you are having, the duality which you have in your mind, you are not able to take a decision on something, your mind will go in sahaj, your mind will go in peace. And says this is the technique you need to follow. Gurbani gives us the solution. But when we are reading the Gurbani, we need to introspect ourselves and see where we are, at what stage we are, and Gurbani will give us the solution. But somebody in the family should be wise enough, should have a wisdom of Guru, should leave his or her wisdom. Then only we can follow this. Otherwise, what will happen? We will be in home. We will be in ego. We will not follow Gurbani also. And we will say, oh, don't give me a lecture from the Gurbani. You are always lecturing me. We have to be humble about it. Our life should be surrounded with the message of Gurbani. Every decision which we take should be from the wisdom of Gurbani Guru. Then only we will be able to walk in this path. Then only we will be able to remove these thoughts. Now, if we are humble enough to accept the Gurbani, otherwise if we are not, then with Maharaj says what will happen? Maharaj says we will be always in home and we will die also in home. Maharaj says, home which aaya, home which gaya, home which jamya, home which move. In ego will come, in ego we will go, in ego we will be born again in 84 lakh June, in 8.4 million Junes. And again in the ego we will die. What good is this ego and this wall of ego which is separating us from Vaheguru, which is separating us from walking on the path, which is separating us, which is creating a problem, a roadblock in achieving the purpose of our life. Maharaj says even at that level, that even when you are doing, you're thinking that you are doing a good karams, the good actions. Let's say you are donating something to the homeless person, or you're giving food, or you are, going to the Gurdwara Sahib and doing a langar seva and all, or some religious practices, religious rituals which you are doing. Maharaj says you are doing those things also out of the ego. How which ditta, how which laya, how which khatya, how which gaya, how which satyar, kudayar. Maharaj says in ego you're donating, you're giving to the charity also in ego. If you're taking something from someone, that is also an ego. You're sitting in the langar and food is being distributed. It's a prasad, it's Gur Prasad, physical Gur Prasad. And still what you're doing, you're sitting. I heard an incident. People tell me that's a true thing. Some people, they will call to, because some of these places, they have multiple gurdwaras. I'm not talking about India, outside India. And people, every Sunday, they will pick up the phone and call the different gurdwaras, and they will ask about the menu as if it is a restaurant. What is made today? Is it a paneer? Is it a dal? Or it's a rajma? It's a kadi chawal? Whatever it is. And whatever they like the most, they will go to that gurdwara. That means we are not going to the gurdwara to listen to the message of Gurbani Guru. We are going there for eating. So that's why Maharaj is also saying here, ho which ditta, ho which laya. Because of our ego, whatever we want, whatever I want, we go to that gurdwara, whatever the physical food it is, whatever we like the most. So every action which we are doing, we say, oh, we are very truthful. I am the most, I never lie. I am the best. Every action we have is out of our ego. And Maharaj says, if we will always have this ego, that's gonna be the problem. A lot of times we see in Western countries, a lot of people are truthful. But what is there? That I stuff is there to reflect yourself, especially when you're working in the corporates. It is very difficult because you have to tell people, okay, I did this, I did that. But there is a way to do things. You can always do things in humility. Yes, we have to do our business. Yes, we have to do our working. But always in the Pavani of Vaheguru Sache Pasha. Every action we should take, we should think, I am not doing it. This is what Vaheguruji is telling me to do it, I am doing it. But make sure that action you are taking is as per Gurmat, as per the wisdom of Guru. Gurbani gives us the solution, but are we ready to accept that solution, to take that solution, to apply it in our life? By just reading the recipe of how to make a tea will not be made. you have to make the tea. Why I'm saying this? For example, somebody doesn't know how to make a tea. He goes to his parents and the parents write a recipe on how to make a tea. Boil a water, put some tea leaves, put some sugar, put some milk, and your chai or tea is ready. What are we doing? We do a lot of multiple parts. Let's say Sukhmani Sahib part. First line is Simro, Simar, Simar Sukh Pavo, Kal Kalesh Tan Mahe Mitavo. Now we are reading this multiple times, again and again. Maharaj is telling us out there that if you want to remove the pain, the klesh out of your body, out of your mind, what you should do? You should do the Simran. You should be the chanting Vaheguru. But how can that pain will go away if I'm just reading it again? Yes, definitely it will help a little bit that I'll start believing in God, that maybe Gurbani is right. But to actually remove those pains from your body, we have to do the practical. We have to apply it in our life. By just reading about home, by just discussing about home will not go away. The ego will not go away. We have to do what Vaheguruji is telling us on how to remove the home. Kiv sachiara hoiye, kiv kude tutte paal, hukam razai chalana, Nanak likhya naal. We have to recognize the hukam. Then only we can become the truthful. Then only we can break this wall of ego, the wall of our thoughts. Let's try that with the Bhai Bani Saas Kira Simran. Because more thoughts you have, and if you want to bring your mind into Sahaj, you want to bring your mind into the peace, you have to do Bhai Bani Simran. Loud, out loud. What is Bhai Bani? We discussed in the last lecture also. Bhai Bani is out loud. Fast and loud. So that we can kill our thoughts. So that we can break this wall of thoughts. The Dragon Maya thoughts. The wall of this Dragon Maya. And then only our mind will go in Sahaj. Then only we will be able to kill these thoughts. Then only our mind will go in peace. Then only we'll be calm. Otherwise, what will happen? These 5 thieves, Panch Chor, lust, greed, anger, attachment, false pride, they will take over our brain and we will become a Sakat. The only thing we will be thinking will be the anxieties, the worries, whatever these 5 thieves wants us to think. Whatever these 5 thieves wants us to do, we will follow our thoughts. We will follow our mind's wisdom rather than Guru's wisdom. And mind's wisdom will always make us a Sakat. And this home, because of this home that I am right, will destroy us, not only here, but after life also. Maharaj says, and we read it every day, what happens when a Sakat full of home leaves this body? When we have so much ego, even at the last moment, our dhyan is in this ego about my stuff. Oh, I had an empire. I had this full dynasty. I am the most richest person. I still have to achieve this. If I think is still there, Maharaj, what Maharaj says about those Sakat. Maharaj says, Sakat har ras sadhana janya, tin antar home kanda hai. The Sakats do not know the taste of the Lord's essence, sublime essence. The thorn of egotism is embedded deep within them. That home, that ego is embedded in them. And what will happen with that home? Jo jo challe, chube, dukh pave. Because it's a thorn in the feet. So whenever they will walk after the life, the Sukham Sharif, the mind, they will feel the pain. Every step they will feel the pain. The more they will walk, the deeper that thorn will pierce in. Chube, dukh pave, jam kaal se hai, sir danda hai. And the messenger of death will smash on their head. Why? Why? Because of our own home. That home, that ego becomes a thorn in our feet. Now, what should we do? In the same Shabad in Suhela we read every day. How can we remove this home? Maharaj says, you have to become Harjan. You have to become servant of God. You have to become servant of Vaheguru. And then what should you do? Harjan, har har naam samane, dukh janam maran pavkhanda hai. If we are humble servant of Vaheguru, we will jap har har Vaheguru, Allahu, Ram, Ram. Our Guru Mantra is Vaheguru. Harjan, har har naam samane, dukh janam maran pavkhanda hai. And when we will do har har Vaheguru, Vaheguru, what will happen? Our mind will go in peace, in Sahaj, and there we can hear the sound of Vaheguru, which we discussed at the start. Ik Onkar. That sound which is coming, the Ong sound which is coming from the mouth of Vaheguru. The voice of Vaheguruji. Then we'll start hearing that. And then the next process would be to follow the sound. Then our mind goes in Sahaj. To follow the sound and go back to our own house. What is our house? Satgur te paye vichara, sun samad sache karbar. This is physical body is not our house. Our house is where Vaheguruji is sitting and calling us day in, day out. Mere man pardesi ve pyare aao kare. Oh, my beautiful son, daughter. Oh, my mind. We are all minds. Doesn't matter son or daughter. For lack of better words, we say son. But it can be a daughter also, one and the same thing. Vaheguruji is formless. Mind is formless. But we need to recognize ourselves. Mere man pardesi ve pyare aao kare. Come into your real house. Leave this senses. The only way to do that is, and if we will learn how to do that, while in this body, the death will be very easy. Not the death of the mind, the death of the body. It will be very easy to leave this body. If we learn to leave this body while alive, to leave our senses behind, to make our senses dead. That's why whenever we are doing chanting, whenever we are doing a Saskara Simran, again, let's discuss about the technique of Saskara Simran. When we take a swas in, we say Vah. When we take a breath in, we say Vah. When breathe out, we say Guru. But to make this process happen automatically, Because normally when we say why, maybe we are breathing out. But to make it reverse, what we need to do is we have to put our tummy in half inch. Wah. And when we have to say Guru, tummy out, Guru. Swas out, the breathe out, Guru. Breathe in, Wah. Wah, Guru. And the most important point is we have to listen to our own voice. First we have to listen to our own voice, and then with Vaheguruji's Kripa, with the blessing of Vaheguruji, with the Guru Prasad, when we will hear the Anhat Shabad, the Naam, the Sat Naam, the Om sound, then we have to put our dhyan there. Then we have to put our focus there. But first focus is in our own voice. Tun mein dhyan, dhyan mein janya, Gurmukh Kath Kahani. So few things. Vah, breathe in. Guru, breathe out. Tummy in, tummy out. Do not move your body. Sit in a relaxing position. Just relax yourself. Don't stiff your body. Relax your body so that it doesn't move. Because if we will stiff our body and if we'll feel a pain somewhere in our body, our focus will go there. We want to keep our focus in our own voice. And when we close our eyes should be pointing to the tip of the nose, in the front of the nose, where the nostrils are. Even after closing the eyes, we continuously look in the front. Obviously, at start, we will see some darkness. Doesn't matter. Keep on looking to the darkness and keep on listening to your own voice. Very important. Why we have to listen to our own voice? Maharaj says, Sunaya Dhuk Paap Ka Nas. Our pains will go away when we will listen. First, we have to put the dhyan, our focus, and listening into our own voice. And then, with Vaheguruji's Kripa, when the Tun, when the Shabad, which is also a formless, Anhat Shabad, will be blessed by Vaheguru Sache Pasha from inside, then we put our dhyan there. But for Saskara Simran, we have to put the dhyan in our own voice, our focus in our own voice. We have 5-10 minutes. Let's practice this as a Sangat together. Listen to our own voice. Do not move your body. Close your eyes, pointing towards in the front of your nostrils. Aoji, let's start. Why, Guru, 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 why, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਜੀ, ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ।
ਸੇਵਾ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੀ ਲੈਣੀ ਆ। ਸੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾਲ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਫੋਨ ਨੰਬਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਸ ਲਿਖੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰੋ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੋ ਗੁਣ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਣ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰੋ, ਥੋੜੀ ਤੋਂ ਥੋੜੀ, ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ, ਹਨਾ। ਸੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੋ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਨੇ ਟੈਲੀਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਐਪ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੁੜੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਟੈਲੀਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਬੋਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਗਰੁੱਪਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਹਜੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਟੈਲੀਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਪਰ 1-2 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਤੱਕ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ। ਫਿਰ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਜੁੜਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਬੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਹਨਾ। ਸੋ 1-2 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ, ਪਰ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰੋ ਜੁੜ ਕੇ ਬੈਠਣ ਦੀ, ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਕਰੋ ਟੈਲੀਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਕਥ ਕਥਾ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਅਕਥ ਕਥਾ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਹੀ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਇੱਥੋਂ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਇਆ ਕਰੂਗੀ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਗਰੁੱਪਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਇਹ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰੋ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਨੰਦ ਵੀ ਬਣੇਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਾ ਜਾਂ ਡਿਸਟਰਬੈਂਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ। ਸੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਆ, ਟੈਲੀਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਐਪ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਡਾਊਨਲੋਡ ਕਰੋ, ਜੁੜੋ ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਬੈਠੋ, ਲਾਹਾ ਲਓ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸੋ ਬੇਨਤੀਆਂ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਅਨੇਕਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਫ਼ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਤੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਫ਼ ਕਰ ਦੇਣ। ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਲੈਣਾ ਜੀ। ਫਤਿਹ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਬੁਲਾਓ ਜੀ ਗੁਰਮੁਖੋ, ਗੱਜ ਵੱਜ ਕੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਦਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਫਤਿਹ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੇਣਾ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ,
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 Guru, 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 Wahguru, 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 Wahguru,